new subscribers. Thanks. Welcome to my channel. I'm working on outboards. Anyway, had some comments. Guy was wanting to know the torque specs for his water jacket on a Merc 500. And man, I'm sorry, I just don't have a lot of time to look up. I would suggest, if you're that deep, go ahead and get you a book. There's a plane. You know, private jet. Anyway, we're back on the 850, and on this 850, like, you know, on this channel, I show the, you know, the good and the mess ups. So, you know, I mess stuff up sometimes, so we catch it. Anyway, you know, on the 500, you kind of move the flywheel and you can find, you know, you really can't find where top dead center is, and the timing marks are on the cowling, so the distributor and the top dead center will line up. It's real easy. But on these guys, it's a little more hypocritical. So I was kind of like, you can put a screwdriver in there, you can see where top dead center is, like inside the spark plug hole. And then you say, okay, well, then I'll move the flywheel back to get the 3 dots to line up in the middle of the distributor and eyeball it. But like, I had one guy commenting how the timing on this engine is really critical. So really, to do this right, get that all to line up right, I installed a dial indicator, which I have up here. And what you want to do, unfortunately I got a Harbor Freight one, so I wish I had the, and it has the red, but I wish it was a little better, you know, but it works for what I got. I don't have to do this very often, so anyway, this works pretty good for me. But I don't know, to do this, I'll just show you this. Kind of made some numbers. So, you know, first of all, you know, we're 74, 78, Merc 850, 85 horsepower. That's probably about the years they made this one, but it could be a little earlier. And I think they did make one that was like a points motor. But anyway, so I got the dial indicator installed where the piston, I can measure it going up and down. And so we're gonna find top dead center absolute. Okay, now your dial indicator might move slightly, you know, when you're doing this, so you're gonna have to do this a few times, but you'll find some number, a random number, like 0.1710. And I know from the front plate that our advanced timing is 27 degrees before top dead center at 0.27. You know, like on that Merc 50, it's 0.464. So anyway, I say therefore, and this was like the first time I did it, the second time I did it. Here's the second time I did it, and when I got 0.710 was my absolute. So when I find that absolute, then I go to the timing porter and the 7/16 and line this up with my top dead center mark. And then we're going to back the flywheel counterclockwise 0.127. So on my dial indicator, it's literally like one mark in. So if I had smaller marks, I could find that 7. But in this case, it was 0.583 is what I wanted to find. And when you do that, right, whatever this, again, this was an arbitrary number from there, but the top dead center where the 3 dots line up should line up in the center of the distributor. And then, so, look at my stool. I've done this a few times. I'm not going to do this again because I got it dead on. If we look now, our 3 dots line up with the arrow, and on the pulley itself there's a notch here. So it's kind of like you set this and you line this to 0, and then you put the belt on and turn it around, put it to 0 again, back it up, 1, 2, 7. The dots and the arrows should line up. They don't, keep doing it until they all line up. So they both line up. So right now, you know, this is all lined up. I can put the cap on it, put the bolt in it, and now we're in time. So there's a little mistake I did in doing this and showing you guys, because it's pretty critical. I did it and I just couldn't get it to even fire, and so I knew it was a timing issue. But I also think I got still a problem going on with the carbs. I've rebuilt them and adjusted the floats. Actually rebuilt 2 sets of carbs. They're not leaking or anything now, but I'm not sure that I'm getting fuel. So what I have to do is put this all back together, and then right now my idle adjust screws on the carburetors are at like 1 3/4 turns. That's what it says in the book. Let's hope. But I'll hook up my spark plug tester and then turn the engine and see if I'm getting any kind of fuel coming out. I should have some fuel coming out of my spark plug holes, and I can watch it when I do this, and if I don't, then I know I still got a fuel problem somehow. If I got fuel coming out of them, then I'm going to throw the spark plugs in it and see if I can get it to kick off. So that's an update on this 850 and a correction, and you know, so it is very hypercritical. Once the other one thing that I want to do probably before I do all of that is I'm going to check my link and sync on my carburetors too as well. I want to make sure that you know, at idle, that it's our primary pickup is correct, and then I want to set my advance, and right now is a good time because I got the front plate off. So I'm going to do all that, get it all set, because I know the timing's right. Let's finish the second part of the timing, which is the link and sync, and then I can throw this all back together. So until then, I'll see you guys.